Tonight's tour of terror has brought us to Evergreen. We're at the Brook Forest Inn. Sherry,
Yes.
tell us a little bit about the Brook Forest Inn.
Brook Forest Inn is well known as a portal of sorts with regard to paranormal activity. The building's almost 100 years old. It's encased in rock quartz that is an energy rock by those who have an extrasensory perception, and there are 5 documented spirits that reside in this building. There's Jessica the chambermaid and Carl the stable hand. They had a forbidden love back in the day in the 20s and 30s and made a pact between themselves to have that love in another life. So he strangled her in the ambassador suite. He hung himself in the baby doe. And those are 2 rooms right now that are extremely hot as far as hotbeds of activity with paranormal stuff. Actually, the Jessica, like I told you, there's been many people who have seen Jessica on the outside balcony of the ambassador. It faces the street. Neighbors across the street have seen a woman on the balcony many times. The Weltzes, who were the ones who took over the homestead in 1915, their son of 10 years old died of pneumonia in the Digoya. And there's another young child we have not been able to identify who died of influenza. And so there's a lot of activity on the 3rd floor. People are constantly hearing children laughing and playing and rolling balls. One child that died in the Digoya, that is the 3rd floor. It's very near the attic as well. It's just steps away. And so, but that's where people hear the children playing. Rolling balls and laughing and running is what they hear.
Does that mean we're going to go upstairs and go?
Depends on you. If you want to kind of, if you're somebody who's sensitive to this stuff, then you'll get some chills and some thrills, and that'll make your night.
Let's go.
All right. This is the baby doe suite. This is the room that Carl hung himself in. It has been documented that this was the room that he killed himself in. And then Jessica was just down the hall.
I really have a chill in this room, and that's not just...
It's not just because it's cold.
I'm wearing a coat.
This is the ambassador suite. This is where Jessica was strangled, right here in this room. And this is where the Rocky Mountain paranormal guy laid down on this bed and heard and documented the breathing that was literally right over his face. And we all believe at this point that it was Jessica.
Yeah, I'm like, my back.
This is the Digoya, small double room with a daybed here, but this is the room that the 10-year-old son of Edwin and Marie Welts died. And we believe the heart of the children activity that is on the 3rd floor here. I'm not sure how many. They say 2 because they hear a couple children laughing generally is what they say. It'll be interesting to see if maybe her nose will point her to the places I've just shown you.
All right, guys, let's go. I feel like there's a child that runs up and down this hall, and I see him just running up and down these halls. And he's like having fun on these stairs, like little stairs everywhere, and I just feel him just like tripping up and down those stairs. There's a girl here too. There's a female. And what I sense with her, I see them together a lot, but this little girl, and I see her very clearly. If I had to put an age to her, I'm gonna go 12 at the oldest, the absolute oldest. I see ribbons in her hair. She's heard a lot. Do you guys hear the sound of children? Because I feel like she's heard a lot. Laughter.
Yes.
I hear giggles in my head. And I feel like the little boy, I feel like he's very mischievous. Okay, I'm feeling a woman. She has, I'm actually seeing her pretty clearly in my head. She has brown hair. It's kind of wavy. It's about yay long. It's, what's on her throat?
He strangled her in the ambassador suite. He hung himself in the baby doe.
Oh, this is gory. I can't pinpoint if this was suicide, if this was murder, but because I keep hearing like this horrible, like mournful wail. If I had to put a word to it, in my head is what I'm hearing. It's just